There have been a flurry of legal developments on President Trump's executive order this weekend, and much confusion remains. For more on the legality of the ban, immigration attorney Michael Wilds is here. Michael, thanks for being here.
Pleasure, Lynn.
So critics argue that this violates the Constitution, is constitutional overreach on the part of President Trump. What's your opinion?
I believe it's unconstitutional. I believe that the president was genuinely inclined, and for the first time in many years, we have our president, who I believe in his heart is a patriot, who has already identified extreme Muslims as a target and is trying to do something about it. Okay. Now, one of these countries was Saudi Arabia, where you had 16 out of the 19 hijackers, and it doesn't account for the 11 million plus that are now within our nation, where there are terrorist cells presumed to be in every state of our nation. So why would the president do this? Is it legal? Is it constitutional? And what kind of process will we be seeing? I think the president is well-intended, but I think this is unconstitutional. It is targeting only 7 states, and it's states that are predominantly Muslim. He's also selectively, albeit well-intended, trying to help Christians and Jews and other minority religions have a one step up on the refugee process. But there is a process here, and truthfully, I'm a professor of immigration law. Congress has the plenary power to make laws. The president is using his discretion in enforcing the laws on the book. The question is whether or not in the enforcement he is selectively choosing one over another. Is there a violation of equal protection of the laws? Well, does equal protection of the laws act outside of the United States? Do you have this constitutional argument at a border, at an airport? Historically, you don't. Has the president then breached other constitutional provisions? I believe he has, and I believe it's going to be worked out in the courts. Now a federal judge has placed a stay. But the question is whether or not green card holders can come. We have multiple clients with dual nationalities. If you look at Article 3 of the president's order, the executive order, it says aliens from. Well, guess what? We have U.S. citizens that were born in Iraq. Are they prohibited from coming to the United States? Will they be detained? Can an American citizen not come back from a vacation? What about permanent residents? We had an Iranian doctor who was approved for a green card a few weeks ago. He's so important that he's in Italy now performing a surgery on a child. Will that physician be allowed back to the United States? Will he have to go through a waiver process? Do we in 2017 want to bring back the days of World War II where we were selectively looking? You and I can walk on the street of Lane and nobody can ask us where we're from unless they have probable cause. And here we're going to ask people and have the audacity to go backwards? Our founding fathers fought pirates on the high seas. ISIS is a piracy. We shouldn't let us change our tone. We are a nation of immigrants. We should not be shutting down completely the refugee process. I do agree with the president, and I do believe he's a patriot and he's intending to do this well, that we need to have stronger vetting. You can't find documents from Syrians at all that are legitimate, so he shut it down from Syria. Well, is that the right approach, or are there other incremental efforts that we can make? And shouldn't we look at this comprehensively? He wants a wall. He wants to restrict people. We should be building bridges and at the same time make sure that we don't shoot ourselves in the foot because of the economy and foreign students and professionals that need to travail into the United States.
All right, Michael Wilds, I'm afraid we're out of time, but thank you so much for your perspective. I appreciate it.